What is the manifestation of love? The love or bhakti manifests in the desire to serve. Actually, this word bhakti comes from the root word bhaj, and Ved Vyas defines bhaj as service. भजत्येष वै धातुः सेवायां परिकीर्तितः तस्मात् सेवा बुधै प्रोक्ता भक्तिः साधन भूयसी. He says bhaj means to serve, and from that the word came bhakti or devotion. So devotion truly means service. Vibhishan, when Hanuman gave him darshan in Lanka, so Vibhishan said, I am saying Ram, 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 Ram for so long. Why is Ram's grace not manifesting upon me? Hanuman said, Vibhishan, you are taking Ram's name, but you are not serving him. You had ample opportunity to serve. Why did you not do it? Always, it is the manifestation of love is service. If somebody says, I love my country, and when the need arises, the country was forced to go into war with another country, he makes an excuse and goes away. So what kind of love is this? Somebody says, I love that book which has been written by so-and-so. How many times have you read it? I've not read it. What kind of love is this? So love means sacrifice. Even in the world, it is by sacrifice that we become noble. There's a beautiful story in the Mahabharata. King Yudhishthir, he did the Rajasuya Yagya. At that time, he used to every day feed 10,000 Brahmins in golden vessels, and after the meal the Brahmins would go away with their vessels. That was the extent of his charity. So when the yagya was coming to an end, the 5 Pandavas were there, Draupadi was there, and Sri Krishna was the Acharya. They found this squirrel. It had one side of gold and the other side was normal. It was repeatedly jumping up to land on the other side. It did this 4 or 5 times and then said, Dhik Yagyam. Fie upon this sacrifice that King Yudhishthir has performed. Now the Pandavas heard this. Bhimsen heard it. He lifted his mace, Gada. I'll smash the squirrel's head. Sri Krishna said, stop. Ask him, why did he say Dhik Yagyam? So the Pandavas asked the squirrel to justify his statement. The squirrel related a story. It said that many years ago I used to live in a village outside of your capital. And nearby was the hut of a poor Brahman family. Now, this family used to subsist on the grain that would remain after harvest on the ground. See, farmers would harvest and some grain would remain. They would take that and subsist on it. So once there was a famine, and this family went without food for many days. After a long period, they managed to secure food for a meal. They cooked it, and the four of them were about to sit and eat: the Brahman, his wife, his son, and daughter-in-law, when one traveler landed up there. The traveler said, "Sir, I have come from a long way. I am very hungry. Can I have something to eat?" The Brahman decided, "Let me sacrifice my share for him." So he said, "Sir, we are very happy to have this opportunity. We do have food for you today. Please have this and give us your blessings." This person had the food and left. Now there were 3 portions remaining. So the Brahman told the others, "Please sit and eat." They were about to sit and eat when a second traveler landed up there. He also made his request for food. So the Brahmani thought, "Let me sacrifice my share." She gave that to the traveler and bid him farewell. Now the son and daughter-in-law, they alone had their share. The parents instructed them to sit and eat. In the meantime, a third traveler landed. The son said, "Father, I have learnt the high ideals from you. I wish to offer my share to this traveler." He also went hungry. The traveler went away from there. Now it was just that daughter-in-law. When she was about to eat with the blessings of the elders, the fourth traveler landed. She also decided that he is like God, Atithi Devo Bhava, let me make my offering to him. So she made this offering, and it is said, the squirrel said, at that time the celestial gods became so delighted upon the sacrifice of this poor Brahman family that they started showering flowers from the heavens. And the squirrel said, I was so overjoyed, I started jumping. I was watching the spectacle in the hut, and I jumped in delight, and I landed on my back. The side of my back that contacted the ground turned into gold. So I had one side of my back as gold. I was anxious to have the other side also turned to gold. I heard that Yudhishthira is doing this massive yajna, fire sacrifice, the Rajasuya yajna. I thought this is a golden chance now. So I have been trying 5-6 times to land on the other side, but nothing has happened. That is why I said fire on this sacrifice. It can't match with that done by the Brahman family. So all the Pandavas were quiet. The squirrel walked off. Sri Krishna said, Bhimsen, you had lifted your gada, now give him an answer. Yudhishthira said, Maharaj, but what was the shortcoming? We did it all according to the rules. Sri Krishna said, well, you had looted wealth from various kings and you were doing the sacrifice from it. That poor Brahman family, they sacrificed all that they had. Yours can't match with theirs. So these stories that come in our scriptures teach us that we become great not by accumulating, but by giving.